Okay, so here we are, and we're about right here. And now, I know that I'm going to have some really high detail in here. And usually what I would do is go straight across. But because of that detail, this is why I have to insert a lot of edge loops. Now, on the other side, however, I'm not going to have a whole lot of detail. Unless I do both sides with the teeth. And if I do that, I don't know, I would question why. If it's a game object, is it going to have its mouth open? Is it that important to do so? Oh, you can delete these by using Alt on the keyboard, by the way. So if I mess up on one, Alt on the keyboard. Sorry, I should have had that. Should have showed you that about an hour ago. And I over exaggerate. It's actually been only 15 minutes. Okay, now it's starting to get a little haywire where, I'm having a hard time finding an area or a way of placing these without seeing through it. So there we go. Again, I'm going to try to adjust this a little bit. It's a little bit better. It's nice to have that feature to be able to turn it down. There's the last version of ZBrush. I don't know, the transparency really did a poor job. There's no doubt about it. So again, always check A to make sure everything is going together. And incidentally, higher res meshes, it's really easy to kind of move them around in A, get into an area, and then hit A again, and then connect the dots. So in this case, I'll move this down. Oop, and that one didn't connect. I saw it. Again, I'm holding shift, click, shift, click, shift, click. So shift, click, shift, click. And if it doesn't look like it connected, I back up. I don't mess around. I'm getting to areas where it's really getting hard to be able to connect two together without seeing another one. On the back side, I'm going to not take my time so much. I'm going to just power it out. It's just this front side that's the hardest because it's going to be the one showing all the detail. There we go. Pretty nice. Again with wireframe. I think one of these are wireframe opacity. There we go. So now I can really see that polyframe. Now the back side, as I said, it's one of those things I could power out. The problem is, it's getting really hard to see what's going on. So In this case, I have to complete this edge on this one side. And this is probably not going to be even this thick, but I put a lot of thickness behind it because of the simple fact that it allows me to add a lot of these edge loops in this area, thereby having enough detail for the teeth. If they were too close, it would be too hard to put that detail in or those edge loops in. So that's why this piece is so thick. And you'll learn that sometimes it's easier to make pieces really thick and retopologize them, or rather than super paper thin and try to get all that detail edge loops in here. Even with characters like mouths and lips and around the eyes, sometimes it's easy to have the eyes put really far apart, and then all of a sudden you can put all the topology in and then move them really close together after the fact. Just tricks, that's all. Just dirty tricks. Cool. Okay, now to complete that edge loop with the spokes, and then I can make big, huge polygons on the other side. So far, I found the spoke method to be the best. It keeps a good balance, keeps the ability to match polygon per polygon. And once I complete this edge, I'm going to stop the video and move on to the next video. I try to break these up in 10-minute increments in case I release this on the internet. And one more. And the keyboard, it gives me this. Alright, meet me in the next video.